Hi, I'm Greg Hunter, and this is the weekly news wrap-up for Friday, December 23rd, 2011. Well, the economy is saved. They have a deal in Washington to extend the payroll tax cut for 2 whole months. The economy is failing, and this is their answer to trying to fix the economy. A payroll tax cut so we don't pay into Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security for another couple of months. It's going to put a few bucks in people's pockets, but it will be an accounting nightmare for businesses. This is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But I guess what do you expect? We don't have much leadership on either side of the aisle. Next up, the EU bailout continues, and they are fighting a debt crisis and a solvency crisis with what? More debt in the form of 3-year loans. Now, they fixed their near-term liquidity. My not-so-bold prediction, nothing blows up this year. 2012, all bets are off. The crisis continues and intensifies. Next up, the National Association of Realtors. To hear about this, they revised their sales numbers back to 2007, and 3.5 million sales, poof, be gone. That's right, they overstated sales all the way back to 2007 by 3.5 million. Do you think they did that to make the real estate economy look better than what it really was? No, I'm sure they didn't. Next up, Fitch is threatening a U.S. debt downgrade. You know, Fitch still has the U.S. debt grade at AAA, but why are they going to follow S&P and cut the United States of America's credit rating? Well, could it be too much debt? Yes, we have a national debt of, $15.1 trillion. But don't worry. Remember back in August, we raised the debt ceiling to $16.7 trillion. We still have another $1.6 trillion to go. My prediction, as tax receipts implode, the debt ceiling will be bounced up against before the 2012 presidential elections. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the money lasts, and I hope the economy turns around. But I don't think so. I think we'll be back negotiating for another debt ceiling before the election in 2012 in November. Next up, it looks like Romney and Paul are fighting it out at the top of the Iowa polls. Meanwhile, Newt Gingrich takes a big dive. I'm kind of surprised about all this. He kind of shot up in the polls and then poof, and then came right back down. And speaking of Congressman Paul, he says because of the passage of the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, or the Indefinite Detention Bill, he says the United States of America is being set up for martial law. What do these folks see in the future? Could it be a financial calamity or collapse? It could be. I hope not, but it could be. Kim Jong-il died this week, and his son, Un, is going to take over. Now, people are breathing a sigh of relief because it looks like that the transition in North Korea will be smooth. Now, Un is going to share power with his uncle. And by the way, Un, who's 28 years old, is a 4-star general. Doesn't have much in the way of experience, and that's why he's going to share power with the uncle. But people are breathing a sigh of relief because this nuclear-armed, and some people say rogue country, it looks to have a smooth transition. Transition to what? More repression? I don't know, but a smooth transition without a conflict. And finally, I have to tell you, my Christmas present this year was given to me by the folks who support this site. I've had growth just about every month, and I really appreciate you guys supporting USA Watchdog. So with that, 2 things to tell you. Don't let your guard down, and keep your hope up. Merry Christmas. Thank you for supporting USAWatchdog.com.